Thank you, Robert. Today, the aim is to give you an insight into the Asia Oceania System Engineering Conference Technical Program. Uh, I'll cover some of the key areas of the conference. At some point, I'll pass over to Robert to talk more on some of the specific areas as well. And then we'll try to allow a good amount of time at the end for any questions that you may have, and any other thing that would support you in terms of preparing for the conference. As you all know, the conference is scheduled to be in Singapore at the Orchard Hotel from October 27 to 29. That's It's a little bit over, a little less than 2 weeks away from today. The conference itself, it's been around for quite some time. Certainly, it's the most prominent conference in our sector. It brings presenters and system engineering practitioner across Asia, with all of the national chapters within Sector 3, known as the Asia Oceania sector. It brings academics, researchers from university, researchers, and practitioners in the industry comes together to share, promote, and advance the best of system engineering in our region. It is also a call out for opportunity for us to bring out system engineering knowledge that might be written or practiced in language other than English, and be able to then bring that to contribute to the body of knowledge in system engineering globally, and of course, lastly, capture in English. So there's a recognition that there are a lot of good practices that are yet to be surfaced or yet to be visible to the international community. So this is opportunity for us to bring some of that knowledge in your native language forwards to contribute to the wider international body of knowledge in system engineering. For some of you who new to Singapore, I guess this is probably best for Robert to talk to. Robert, do you want to talk a bit more specific around the hotel and the location that we selected for the conference,
Yeah,
as you've been a local?
almost local, right? So absolutely. We are in the center of the very busy shopping district. It's the center of the Singapore. It's easy to access to almost everywhere, as it is in the center. So what happened is that you can go from the airport and then you can go straight to call the taxi, or it will take you about 40 minutes ish. And then you can also take the MRT, go straight to the Orchard MRT station as well. So surround the Orchard Hotel, you also have some other alternative hotel as well. So this is the list of the hotel that you're actually able to look into, other than the Orchard Hotel, of course, right? But definitely the best experience you can spend is to stay with the Orchard Hotel, if possible. This is pretty much where you can find. In this nearby, you can actually access into like the Chinatown, Garden by the Bay, and also the Marina Sand Bay also around there. So it's very easy to access just about everywhere. And definitely for shopping experience, this is a center where you can find all the shop around. And plus, it's easy access to, for example, the Little India, because we're going to have the Diwali festival right now, actually. And then, so there will be a lot of beautiful lighting. They're decorating on the street that I believe during the times that when you arrive is still there for you to seeing. So this pretty much on the hotel locations. Yeah, back to you, quote.
Great, thanks for that local insight there, Robert. Very good. With regards to the conference itself, it will start off with, I guess, a few welcome from our President-elect of INCOSE, Dr. Mike Washington, from our local Dr. Sheng Chun Tan, the President-elect of the World Federation of Engineering Organization. In fact, he will actually be installed as the president when we come to October to the conference. So he won't be the president-elect any longer, but actually become the president. Then I think he's got installed over at the WFEO conference in Shanghai as we speak. So that's where that is. Feel welcome for myself, very short and sharp. With that, at the beginning of the opening ceremony, and then we have a series of keynotes. As you can see there, the top two or the top rows are two eminent keynotes from within Singapore. Professor Lui Pao Chun. For those who don't know, he has been 40 plus years as the Chief Defense Scientist for Singapore. He's currently the chairman of the Nuclear and Safety Institute as well. And he will provide a really insightful keynote trying to address two key challenges of all Singaporeans, and that center around power and energy security. Singapore is a very small country, but with a huge, sort of population per country area, and power, of course, is something that is paramount and important to Singapore. At the same time, Singapore is trying to expand its footprint, try to um, build more land and so on. So certainly climate change and the risk of sea level rising is a big threat to Singapore. So Professor Loy will look at how Singapore tackle that from an integrated system approach or a system approach to address those two key challenges as a keynote there for us. So look forward to hear that from all those insights from him. Professor Liu-Ling Wang is also going to share with us all on how sustainability in Singapore is going to be achieved. How do we ensuring that all of our sort of modern electric cars and all that's coming to the link with all of the other urbanizations, technology, and how they all can bring together in an integrated fashion. So the two are, while separate, one is more on technology sustainability and one's more on the grand challenges. So those are the two key keynotes for the first day. And then on the bottom, you see there we've got five other keynotes from overseas, overseas in with respect to Singapore. But we've got Dr. Ben Hurd from Australia talking about sort of the uh, the opportunity for nuclear power in the VUCA world, the world of uncertainty, and that's centered around opportunity around the SMR, the small reactor. So he'll share some of that. We've got Professor Nishimura from Kyoto University will share with us his insight and his work on essentially human system integration. How do we create that social technical system nowadays where we have AI, we've got ChatGPT, we've got a lot more technologies. How do we integrate it into our life and create that social technical system rather than purely technological system alone? So that being another insightful presentation at the keynote level there. Feel free to jump in if you've got any question. Okay, I'm just trying to provide a very high level and insight for you with the view that you get to see all of that and hear all of the deep insight and the key knowledge in each one of these areas that the individual keynote presenter will share with you all. Next, Professor Stephen Cook. He's been, active in the system engineering space for the last 35, 40 years now. mainly in the defense space. He's going to talk about complexity and how we deal with complexity as technological advancement in defense technology and platform-centric systems. So that'll be another insightful presentation from Australia. Down at the bottom, we got David Long. For those who know David, he's our past president of INCOSE, been active in the model-based system engineering for many years, over 30 years of experience in that space. So he will share with us the challenge of the complexities of our technological system in the near future, and what does that mean for system engineering, what skill set we need to embrace and develop as we move forward and try and face those challenges. And then we've got the final one there on the screen is Dr. Dan Powell. He will share with us the sort of emerging area around digital threat, digital engineering, more focusing on that sort of operational mission engineering types of concept system design, sort of complex capability development works, developing capability needs from those ConOps and then requirements to drive design, but mainly up in the early system engineering life cycle around the concept design phase. So those are the key highlights for the conference in terms of keynotes, and they spread across the 3 days with a series of presentations running in three parallel track effectively. I'll pause there for any quick questions from anyone before we take a deep dive into the detailed program. Anything you want to add here, Robert?
I think that's good. You guys, if you have any question, you can either unmute yourself or you can type on the chat so we can gathering the question for the end. If you have any question, just feel free to put on the chat.
Yeah, great. Thanks for that. I don't think we need to unmute you from this end, but I think you probably can
everyone
unmute.
can unmute themselves. There should be, I don't have
Okay.
limitation there. Okay, thank you.
Great. Thanks for that. So moving along, I guess the other aspect of the conference is we also have a couple of tutorials. There's 4 tutorials to choose from, so you can pick and choose to attend and register for these. They run on the Sunday, so the day before the conference start, as usual. So they will cover a range of topics, and in terms of model-based system engineering, as well as architecture framework or UAF or Unified Architecture Framework in general, and that sort of covers, essentially integration of DODAF, MODAF, or DINDAF, sort of an integrated framework, if you like, mainly looking at defense views and viewpoints centered around the system of interest. So something there worth considering. Of course, tutorial on Magic Grids and System version 2 as well there. There's also one on design and analyzing complex system or mission system as well. So it's something worth considering attending while you're over in Singapore. Pick up a tutorial to expand your knowledge is always a good thing.
Yeah, so one more note on the tutorial. It will be held on Sunday, the 26th of October. The conference will be on the 27th Monday. So the tutorial will be on the Sunday. So if you register for the tutorial, make sure that you're aware of the date and the times. So that's the only remark. Thanks. Back to you, Ko.
Thanks, Robert. And of course, travel arrange accordingly All this information, of course, are on the conference websites as well, which you should have a link to already. If not, there is links toward the back end of the slide pack as well. So what you see on the screen is a bird eye view of the conference programs arranged by day. So Monday is the official start and opening of the conference. As you can see there, the plenary session in the morning. That's is our opening ceremony with two keynotes from Professor Lui and Professor Wang, which I touched base a little bit about already. The abstract is on the website, so you can also check that out as well. As you can see, after the morning break, we will have three parallel track of presentations running in parallel. Quite a lot of options in terms of papers, topic that you can choose to attend. As you can see there, we've got presentation on motorways, policy planning using UAF to sort of AI assistant MBSE. We've got a lot of conceptual model for architectural in different application sector as well. So there's plenty here that would depending on your area of interest, there's quite a number of options for you to immerse yourself in and improve and share your knowledge in that area as well, and learn from others as well. The usual things after the morning, we got the lunch break and then the afternoon track running all the way to essentially the end of the day. There will be a welcome receptions at the end of the day at 5:30 p.m. This is an opportunity for conference attendees to get to know each other from different countries. Worth mentioning also that we, as part of this conference, has representative from 7 INCOSE official chapters and 3 emerging chapters. So the 7 chapters of INCOSE are essentially Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Japan, Korea, India, Korea, and we've got the emerging chapters like Thailand, Thailand, Mongolia will be coming over as well, Vietnam as well. We have representative at this conference. So it is quite an international conference bounded by Asia Oceania region, I suppose. But so it's not a full global international, but it is to a degree a full can be considered as quite an eminent local regional, sorry, international conference. Press along, you can see the second day we will be having quite a blend between keynote and presentation running in parallels as the first day. So the morning keynote plenaries will comprise of 3 keynotes from Dr. Ben Hurd on the opportunity for nuclear technology in today world of complex social technical system. And we have the presentation on human system integration as well as sort of mission system related digital thread, digital engineering design from Dr. Dan Power there. And then that will follow with a social breaks and 3 parallel track for the mid-morning and after lunch. For the last session of the day, we'll have a another keynote from Professor Stephen Cook on complex systems, followed by a signature, what we call a digital engineering panels, and that will comprise of five panelists with expertise in the area of MBSE and digital engineering. We'll discuss some challenges around challenges and opportunities around the digital evolutions, and that's comprised of a whole range of things like digital engineering, digital twins, MBSE, and what our role as engineer, as system engineer in that space, in the emergence of AI, ChatGPTs, and data centric acquisitions and sort of data focus ecosystem. Some also refer to that as being big data, and it like the Internet of Things and things like that. So that'll be an interesting, insightful discussions in the form of a panel to close off the second day, and leading into the conference dinner in a further opportunity for network in a relaxing environment at the end there. So I recommend register and joining the dinner as well to be part of that event. So that's what you see on the screen is essentially the digital engineering panel that I just talked about there. So we'll tackle this particular topic with the five panels members on the right there, and then we've got the seventh sort of area of discussion, in terms of what are the key strategic driver around that, what are the major trends associated with digital engineering, the workforce challenge in terms of how individual organizations is going to be able to staff up or having the resources to do that, what are some of the technological enablers in terms of tool, process, methods, and things like that. Data security, you have a lot of data. How can you ensure that they are protected and used in the right way? And what is the overall ecosystem associated with that might look like? With digital twins, digital engineering, how do you actually verify and validate some of these models or artifacts to ensure that the design or the outcome is fit for purpose, and so on. So I won't go into that too much more than that, but give you an idea of the kind of topic and area that we discuss at the panel at the conference. Anything you want to add there with regard to the panel, Robert?
Yeah, so the panel will be quite a very open discussions. So we will have some question to go through to all the participants, panelists, right? And then we'll spare some time to have allow the audience to actually ask any question that is relevant into the topics. So it will be more in the interactions manner rather than one-way communications. So there are what we're expecting from the panel. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no, thanks for that addition, Robert. Exactly right. This is slightly different to the broadcasting presentation style. This is more interactive. We quiz the panelists and they respond, and then we offer the opportunity for the audience to also ask questions as well. So as interactive as it can be. And then the final day is kind of a reverse to the first day. So we'll have our presentation track as usual in the morning, and then we'll round essentially off with a keynote to closing the conference and the final closing remarks from the technical and program chairs. And thanks everyone for for their contributions, support, and time attending the conference and present and share the knowledge and everything else. But you can see that there is quite a program there for these 3 days. There's a lot of opportunities to pick and choose the area that you're interested in hearing about and learning more from the experts in this area. So that's roughly the 3 days there. I'll just pause quickly for any quick questions from anyone. I'll take silence as golden, so that's all good. So these are the 2 working group that the sector is supporting, and there will be 2 major time provisions for presentation within this working group. One is the Automotive working group from Japan, from INCOSE, and then one is one that Robert is starting up on the maritime autonomy. With that, maybe I'll hand over to Robert to talk more about the maritime autonomy working group.
Right, thanks. So we will actually have a new working groups established this year. We will actually have the kick-off project on the maritime autonomy working groups on the AOSEC events. So mainly we will actually looking into the missions, what we're trying to accomplish from these working groups, what we expect, and then we will discuss about the different level of the members. So how you can participate into the working groups and what are the roles and what you expect from the working group from the different members level. Then we are looking into the plan that we have on the research and the technical product that we plan to produce and the time frames. So it is the best chance for you to participate and also give some suggestions and influence the directions, which topics, which directions the working groups should working on and go. Then finally, we will have some brief introductions into what we are up to based on the initial plan that we have, what we have done so far, and then we will try to discuss also the topics, what we are going to participate and present on the upcoming international working groups in 2026 later, coming this Q1. So this is pretty much on the maritime autonomy working groups. So for the automotive working groups, I know that I didn't coordinate with Ken and Honda-san. So if you guys would like to talk about what you plan to discuss is also good. Oh, Midori-san is coming, right? So she may talk about it.
大田さん、ちょうど。
Hello, Midori-san. Yeah, you may talk about what you expect and what you plan to share. So I think we have the automotive working groups member here, Ken, Honda-san, and also Midori-san, right?
どうしよう。What should I do? 大田さん、I will introduce the automotive working group introduction briefly. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please.
Thank you. That might be a bit difficult for me. I'm not good at English. But anyway, let me explain with this page as overview of introduction on the day. I'm Honda from Toyota Motor Corporation, and I'm serving co-chair of the Automotive Working Group together with Mr. Ayame from Nissan Motor Corporation. And today, Daida-san and Kawamura-san are joining this meeting. Yeah. These 4 speakers from our Japan Automotive Working Group plan to give the presentation together on site on the day. the agenda is the right bottom sentence. Here, we will, we are now having 5 sub-working group in the J-Code Automotive working group. So, Daida-san and Kawamura-san will introduce each sub-working group activities more detail using the presentation materials on the day. And I will share with you the future activities of our group for a few next years. And lastly, Nishimura professor will introduce the next year's INCOSE symposium in Japan. That's all. Please, 補足、大田さんお願いします。
Thank you very much. It's a very exciting to knowing the automotive working group is there. We also have a number of interesting topics that I want to share with the Japan automotive working groups. So I will let Kawamura-san later on in the events to share with you the idea that we have to get your feedback and input to see things that make sense or not make sense regarding to the software-defined vehicle and also the hardware software integrations. What to do, what can be done with the multiple system engineering. So thanks a lot. I think there are a lot of expectations that to be participate and learn from the automotive working groups. And very importantly, personally, I really want to join, but unfortunately, I will be running the parallel section for the other working groups. So I will let like Thomas and my other friends to actually go there to share and record the sections so that they can share with me what is going on. So thanks a lot, Honda-san. So back to you, Quote. Yeah, someone want to say something? Yes. Perfect. So thanks. So back to you, Quote.
Great. All right. Thanks for the insight into the richness in the activity for each of the working group there. So just a quick recap on the call for sponsor. I guess you can see there's various levels there, but more importantly, we want to acknowledge the sponsors that have committed to sponsor the conference. As you can see, we've got platinum sponsor there from Dissolve Systems and silver sponsor from ABS, and certainly a range of bronze sponsors there as well. So thanks to those. There's still more that will come on as we get closer to the conference as well.
Yeah, the sponsor still opens. We're really looking forward for you guys can circle back into your organization, your network. You know that we are a non-profit organization, right? So sponsorship definitely help. And we're looking even more sponsor. We do have a level of the INCOSE friends, the cycle of friends. So that is actually able to allow you to support us, and plus we will include the logo into a part of it. So the lower level is the AOSEC circle of friends. So that is something to also consider, right? I know that to getting the sponsor, you need planning, a lot of planning, right? So the circle will be definitely help a lot. So that's about the sponsor. Do share the presentations and do share sponsor calling for your network. Help us. Thanks. Yeah, back to you, Quote.
Great, thanks for that. And I think the last 2 slides is quite simple. Of course, the early bird is past. Of course, we do have a good news for you. So if because you're attending these, we have something to offer, and I believe we got a discount code here for you guys if you haven't already or your friend haven't already registered and interested. This discount code will give them some discount to the value of $50 off the registration fee. So feel free to pass that to those who may be interested in attending the conference. With that, I'll open up for any questions. Is there anything that you'd like to know more, or anything that I have said that you want a bit more information about or a bit unclear? Feel free to raise it now, and I'm happy to address any queries you might have. All right, silence as goldens as well. With that, I guess anything to add from you there, Robert, before we draw this to a close?
So definitely, I'm looking forward for all of you who are planning to join. Make sure that you do scan the barcode in case that you find some of your friends who are interested to join but miss out the early bird. Definitely, it help with the discount code. Don't hesitate and please do help us to promote. We are still open looking for sponsor until now, so don't hesitate. If you find anyone willing to sponsor us to reach out. Other than that, I'm looking forward to see you all at the conference. And that's all for me. Back to you, Kwok. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Robert, for that. To echo some of Robert's words there, as you can see, we've got a very rich program for the 3 days with two eminent keynotes from Singapore, 5 keynotes from other parts of Asia, including Australia, US, as well as Japan, and it will be a key elements that will enrich the program and advance the knowledge and the learning for the attendees. With that, I'll look forward to see you all at at the AOSEC in Singapore, and please spread the word and share the information with your colleague. Robert and I will try to send this material out to people who register for this call. So look forward to get to know more of you face to face, as well as in person discussions and over coffees and things like that, as well as in presentation and discussion in the various workshop and the presentation session at AOSEC 2025. With that, thank you all, and see you all in Singapore in less than 2 weeks' time. Thank you, and bye for now.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.